Hi, Rachel. Yeah, I was just getting a brew. I've cut my finger and I've put a Yoda sticker on it. I'll show you why I've cut my finger. Hi, JP. I think we're having problems with Tapper trying to get in now. It's like, what? So, hi, Mary. We'll see if he can get in or not. I still don't think Sue Clark's in. We thought we'd give it a couple of days to see if she was. Not that I'm saying she's watching, but we'll see if I get a message off her at some point. Have to check my computer again. Now, Tapper would be in now. He thinks it might be YouTube on his part because I haven't, accidentally touched the screen or anything. So let me check. Don't know. We'll see. Because he'll message me. If not. But, yeah, I cut my before. I'm only having a little chat. She says, oh no, Tapper's there. See, I think it was you, Tapper, before. Honestly, I think you'd done something. Anyway, at least you're in. So, today I've been doing a lot of different things. I cut my finger. It's on my community page because, and I stuck this really good plaster on my finger. My favourite. Because thank you. I found me whittling sticks. I'm so happy I found me whittling sticks because obviously come better weather I can get twigs and things and make earrings. I've had to put blue tack on them because I can't find the ends of the things that protect them. These are so sharp. That's what I cut my finger on. I cut my finger on this one. And if you don't know what whittling knives are, did I just say sticks? Whittling knives is so you can whittle wood. And I have whittled wood before, but I did it with a really rubbish knife. So I did treat myself to some whittling things. And I've had them for quite a few months, but I've not used them. And I went and used it today and cut my finger. Didn't even feel it, but I cut my finger because I'm whittling something. Could be horns on my head. Some people might think I'm the devil. I don't know. I'm whittling a wand, which I'll be talking about tomorrow because I watched I think it was on Bias on the Fence. Shane had got one sent to him. I've had one before, but I lost it and it had a shell on it because I'm a Pisces. And I was just thinking to see, actually, it had one of these sort of shells on it. One of these. But I thought, I need to make a new one. It's about time I had a finger pointing, because tomorrow I'm going to be talking about the cone of power. That's why a wand is pointed at one end and that's why they use it. It's just to point your energy to. Not that I'm talking about that tonight, but I'm just saying in case people are thinking, what? But that's something I'll talk about tomorrow because I said I would come and read little books out, one of my favourite big witchy books. But I thought, oh yeah, I need to do this because I've also got wood burning tools and I can make my own, and then I've got crystals and things I can put on it and decorate it. And the reason I got this ages ago, when I've done a video when I've been in the countryside near me, and I picked this up because I liked it because I thought, I could sit something in there like a crystal, or I don't know. I guess we'll see what it turns out like. But I was having a little go today. But I'm going to do it when it's peaceful and I might sit outside in the sun when I'm doing it. So then I sliced my finger. So that's why I sliced my finger. But I'm actually glad that I found these because I bought them a while back and lost them in my craft room because I have lots of stuff in my craft room. I couldn't find them and then I found them. So I was up to a little bit of that today. Also, picture-wise, I've got hair in my eye. Hi, James. Yeah, I'm well. I hope everyone else is as well. And some pictures that I've been drawing that I think I've shared on community page on Instagram, just coming in. But then it's gonna go. One of them's gonna go into something. Some of you might know. Hi, Sally. That is gonna go into the chat of the book that I'm gonna start reading bits out of. to show people it's not fear, because everything's about fear at the minute, and this is the chat that I'm going to do in a minute. So the other day I did this one. I don't know if I've shown this. I think I did. I don't know if I'd coloured it in. So because I'm a Pisces, we've got two, plaster's coming off. We've got two fishes, but I put a line here, the water's above and the water's below. There's all like energy going on and vibration and intuition and frequency, 369 Tesla. Energy, frequency and vibration, people, as I keep shouting out. And then I did, this one just popped into my head last night, and then I coloured it in this morning, and then it's just reminded me of something that is coming up. If anyone knows of the pagan sort of, you know, one of the season holiday sort of things, is this one. She's got a golden egg in her hand. Hi, Maggie, Sally, John Kennedy, James, Effie, Rachel, Tapper. Was anyone above? I think that was it, was it? Truth, smacking activist on the corner. Do you know what this could be representing? I do. Ostara, but I'll talk about Ostara another time, because I just realised when I was drawing it, I was like, oh my god, it's representing Ostara. She's got an egg in her hand, there's a bunny. Yes, Rachel, Ostara. And I thought, yeah, it's quite cute. I thought it was quite cute, and I wasn't originally thinking about Ostara, but it just popped in. I thought, oh yeah, it's going to turn into Ostara. That is a chat I'll be talking about anyway. And then another one I started doing last night was just that. 3 women. Then I thought, oh, right, 3 witchy women. I don't know. Just did that. It's not finished yet. But yes. Did I start another one? Oh, I did start another one with a bunny rabbit on it. I don't know if you can see this. A little cute bunny rabbit. Easter being, you know, rebirth and all that, you know, new beginnings. So anyway, I'm in one of them moods. I don't know who Ostara is. Well, you're going to know who Ostara is, because I'm going to tell you about Ostara very soon. Probably kicking off tomorrow with a little chat I'm going to do out of my Witchy Woo book. So for all the people who are thinking it's scary, and you've been told this, and you've been told that, about many things we are told from other people's mouths, you know, from the media, what's scary and this and that. I'm just sat here this week like this. Literally like this. Hang on a minute. Got my popcorn in. I'm like, I'm doing a Terence, I can't remember his name. Is it Terence Williams, the guy who's always, he supports Trump and he's always with his drink laughing his head off. I'm doing it with popcorn. I'm like, what are you saying? Then I'll be like, everyone's going mad. Don't forget, rush to the shops, people. Get your popcorn in before the shelves, they all disappear on the shelves. They all disappear on the shelves. I'm just saying, it's bonkers. But it's not bonkers, and I'm not feeding into it. So, talking about I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to write it, and it'll probably be back to front. Because I am sick of talking about it. The virus. You know, I think there was a lot of people fearing about shelves and food. There has been people putting pics up of, you know, what it's been like in there. I have to laugh, their food store, but me and my dad were laughing today because I went, the only thing that was missing, and I know someone else said was, I don't mean missing, stock gone, was hand sanitizer. And I think the lovely Angelica said, oh yeah, well you can just use natural hand soap and hot water. And I'm thinking, yeah, you don't need to buy sanitizer. I don't even think sanitizer's that good anyway. I've never brought it in my life. It's like, wash your hands with hot soapy water. So wash your hands. The virus isn't actually airborne. A lot are saying we actually think it's not airborne. It's when you're touching things. If someone sneezed and on something and you've touched it, and then you know what I mean. So wash your hands. That's why we say. That's why Trump and Boris say wash your hands. So everyone's running out, obviously getting sanitizer when you can just use hot soapy water. But also, there's a lot of people out there. If they are buying food up, it's just because they're in fear, and the fear buying out of, oh my God, there's going to be no food left in the shops, when we all know basically it's just fear mongering, and that's what people do every so many years. When these things come out, that's what everyone does. There's nothing new under the sun. It's happened, and it's happened before. We've seen many pictures of this before, like we're running out of this and running out of that, but we actually don't. Yeah, there might be a couple of times when something's gone off there and it might have stayed for a few days or a few weeks, but basically it's just the same old shit. Do you know what I mean? I'm just sat there like not even bothered. They'll be stocking our shelves. It's only when people are in fear mongering. The muggles who are in fear will go out, like I said the other day, like at Christmas, and will run out buying stuff. They're trying to crash the economy, because when they crash the economy, where they do things to the system, every so many years, 10 years or whatever it is, so they get rich and we get poorer. So that's what they're trying to do. Everyone's feeding, I don't mean everyone's, the muggles are feeding into the beast system. The beast system, you know, the beast system. Stop feeding into it. Stop looking at it. Stop looking at the news. Stop feeding into it and just walk away. Then we get into the song of, this popped into my head today. Well, the funny thing was, me and my dad were having a discussion about it. My dad said, oh, I went to my Tesco's, and guess what shelf they didn't have nothing in? Mine was hand sanitizer, but everything else was in. And my dad's, we were laughing, went, what's all that about? Is tonsillitis going about now? No ice cream. No ice cream. Everything else was in. No ice cream. I didn't say there wasn't a virus, Simon. There's a virus out every so many years. It's man-made. Or it's a common flu, basically. What they're not telling you is the people that are dying, I'm not saying people aren't dying, are either people that are older that have got a bad immune system, or they're ill anyway. People die every day. No, it's all right, because I'm going to show you a video that's going to explain it in a different way. If you get what I'm saying. We have all this all the time. This is why I said I'm sick of talking about it. It's boring. The Zika virus, Ebola and all this. It's all to put people in fear. So then I was in the kitchen before and that song came into my head by Craig David. Do you remember that? I'm going to try and sing it because I'm in one of them moods. Got to take the mic when you're in one of them moods, because it's an energy and it's a frequency. So, where is it? Yeah, exactly, Candice. There's always a new virus during election year. Exactly. I can't think why. Where is it? Do you remember this song? I used to like Craig David, actually. And I think he sang on the New Year's Eve thingy over here. So, where is it? Craig David. So, oh my God. Sorry, I've got popcorn in my mouth now. Where is it? Right, do you remember this song? The chorus came into my head. Obviously, it's about a relationship. But then again, this is what we're doing. We're walking away, aren't we? We're letting go. Do you remember this song? Let's see if I can sing a bit of the tune. I don't even know. Just wait for it to come on. Can't play it, obviously. But do you remember this? This just popped into my head. Let me see. Something like, sometimes some people get me wrong when it's something I've said or done. Sometimes you feel there is no fun. And then it's something like, it's a bit slow. You feel there is no fun. Hi, Ricardo. You feel there is no fun. Come on, you daft thing. And then, that's why you turn and run. But now I truly realize some people don't want to compromise. Yeah. And then, It's a bit slow, this. Sorry, my singing voice. Probably sound like a strangled cat. But who cares? I saw them with my own eyes, spreading those lies. And well, I don't wanna live a lie. Too many sleepless nights. And then comes a chorus. This is what came in my head today. Trying to remember the tune. Here we go, everybody. Not mentioning the fights. I'm sorry to say, lady, because obviously about relationship. But then it goes into the chorus. So this is what we've all got to do. We've all got to go. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away, hey, to find a better day. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away, ooh, to find a better day. That's it, people. Walk away from the fear-mongering, beast system, mainstream, lamestream, mafia media. Because all they're doing is putting you in fear. That's all it is, fear, the fear game. That's all it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I always sing if a song's coming, you know, whether it comes out right or not. I'm just saying, I was in the conscious zone and that's the song that came in. So that's the song that came in. I used to like Craig David. So, I'm in one of my daft moods. So, anyway, going back to the fear-mongering machine, and as this guy said that the video that I'm going to show you, I've talked a little bit about, I think I mentioned the other week about my favourite film is The Wizard of Oz, and everyone starts going, MK Ultra. MK Ultra, it's like, yeah, right, get over yourself. We know about MK Ultra, but I'm saying, The Wizard of Oz, the guy behind the curtain, is only a little man, but before you saw The Wizard of Oz, you thought he was some big, empowered, big wizard, and he's very scary and frightening and everyone fears him, but really he's just a man twiddling all the knobs behind the scene because these people that have been in charge of us for a very long time are just little men, little whatever, but there's not a lot of them. And the way they use more of the fear system is through the mainstream media because they own the mainstream media. Those that control the world control the masses. I mean, those that control the masses control the world. Lamestream, mainstream, mafia, media. Just saying. That's one of the tools they use, but as we can see, they're crumbling. So, we're just going to have a little listen to. The only reason I'm regurgitating this cackis about the virus, which I didn't want to do, is just because you'll see other people talking about the same thing as in, you know, we know it's all fear, but some people just do it in a good way, just because you may need jogging your memory that don't be in fear. Everything we're trying to do, as I keep repeating myself, is letting things go. For change to come in, you have to let go of certain things. The biggest thing we are learning, even me still, I'm not saying I've got through it all, is to let go of fear. If your energy is flowing and focusing on the fear, if you're constantly watching the news all the time, constantly not doing stuff, not flowing, you know, getting out, like I've said, into nature and moving. Just don't be sitting down all day, just sitting and wallowing in stuff. Get out, do things, be creative, go out in nature. Stop focusing on the negative. If it's negative, step away from it. I've said before, negative people, negative things that you're watching, don't watch the lamestream. So let's go over and listen to a bit of it. Now, you might not know of this guy, you might do. I've watched him on and off for a while. I watch a lot of people who are positive, basically. He's a fun guy, great smile. Goes on about crystals and this and that. It might be a bit too out there for some people, but maybe the people who think it's out there should go and listen because maybe they might starting to learn something. Because the one thing a lot of people need to learn, and I'm still learning, is it's all energy. It's where you're putting your energy. Everything is energy, and the reason why the lamestream mafia media do what they do is to put you down in fear to drag your energy down. Fact. That is a fact. Your energy may, if you're in low negative energy, you will become ill, stressed, ill, in disease. You get a disease. So, just saying. Yeah, the mainstream is all an act. It's theatre, as a lot of us know. Uh, you know. And I'm not talking about Craig David, as in Craig David, by the way. I'm just saying I'm talking about the message in the song. Hi, Memory Bubble. So we all know that the mainstream media is theatre. They do everything to make you think it's real and it's not. And that's why I know you don't like him, but Trump has always shouted out from the beginning of presidency, don't get triggered by it, fake news, because it is fake news. It's all fake. And everyone sits there and laps it up. The muggles believe in it. So let's see what this guy's got to say about it. Hi, we were talking in another video about cowardice and just started self-discovery witchcraft wicked. Yeah, I saw that person's name in the channel I'm about to speak about. I have a new channel, love work with you. Thank you. I'll be talking about witchy woo stuff tomorrow. I have to see a few people in my chat before I start doing things with them because I have to know where they're coming from because it's people's energy. Remember, everything is about energy. You don't think it, you're not told it, it's a feeling. And this guy says it great in a minute, puts it in a great sense of you are told. That's why I refrain from getting involved in Twitter when can help with little things that annoy you. Yeah, exactly, Mark. You were over from somewhere before. It is, we are told, this guy says as well, and it's brilliant. I've said before, you are not what you were in the past. Your past doesn't define your future. But even parents will say to you, even parents try to fearmonger you. You're no good at that. You can't doing that. That's not a proper job. You can't do that. You can't do this. So you start believing it. It's to bring your energy down. They don't know they're doing it sometimes. But they're fearing, and then they put the fear in you so you don't go off to do what you want to do. 33 in the house, master number. Some people will get triggered by that. Watch it change now. But let's go over. I said I'd shout this guy out as in the video. I have shouted this guy's channel out before actually, but I think the way he says it is lovely, and I will always bring channels to you that are positive, because if positive people are talking about the same thing but in a positive light and not fear mongering, because there's too many people fear mongering still on the virus thing, and I'm just fed up with it. So let's go over. And you might learn something by other people's channels as well. So hi, Mr. V. Hi, First Munch. Hi, anyone who's just come in. Mark. Who else was just up there? Fire, air, water. Blah, blah, blah. Right, I am looking for this. I'm just not looking. And Critical Thinker. Right, what am I looking for? Da-da-da. Right. So. Right, I think it was this one. Obviously, I went in a Q&A one today, and he said something about orbs, which I'll tell you about at the end, because this is what I was thinking about orbs as well, as it's your energy as well as spirit, but not always spirit, not always. Right, living your truth, finding true happiness. I think it was this one, so let's check it out. I want you to just listen, and I'll blip in where I normally blip in. Now the guy is called. Now, if you knew, I'm a bit dyslexic, so I might not, I might not be able to read his name right, but it's Mark Bajesi. Tapper will put it in the live chat, but I am absolutely rubbish. Here, where is it? Here. Oh. Mother. But Tapper's put it in there. We can't put the link in. Oh, it's his iPad, right? So the name there is Mark, and then it's spelled. I don't know if anyone else can put it in on the moderators, if you can find his channel, and it's entitled "Living Your Truth, Finding Your Happiness, Clear the Fear." Clear the fear. That's what it's all about. This is what I've been saying for ages. It's all about clearing the fear. I'm still doing it. Things will pop up you think had gone, and then you've got to remove it. That's why when we get triggered sometimes, it's okay to get triggered sometimes, because it clears it. If you can work through it, you can clear it. So it's Mark, and then it's Bajerski. Yes, so we're just going to listen to it a minute. Let's go. I think it was this one.
PC or doing SEO for clients?
Apart from the adverts, nope.
Good morning. Cheers, beautiful day.
You're such a nice guy.
How are you all doing today? I hope you're feeling a lot better than you did yesterday. I hope the message that was given to you yesterday really penetrated and you felt that message rather than the piece of string hanging from my chin.
Yeah, he said something the other day about when he's filming, I think he went live for the first time today, he just does it. And if someone comes to the door, he'll just carry on, he'll go to the door. Yeah, that's the name. I'm a bit like that. When I started off on YouTube, this is how I started off. Yeah, I've got a computer over there because someone was like, oh, if you have lights and that, it'll make you look better. I wasn't really bothered. I like just being me. That's why I don't edit anything. I could have bells and whistles, I could have things coming up, I could have this, that, and the other, but I can't be bothered. I'm just being me. I don't grab a coffee, a tea or coffee, and just sit here and just like I'm talking to mates. So, yeah, his laugh is infectious, and he's such a nice guy. And if you go back in these videos, he will tell you about how he got to where he is and what he's doing. And I was listening to him going on about smudging the other day because I was actually clearing my house today of negative energy, which I will talk about tomorrow on a bit of a witchy chat with my sage. I don't particularly like the smell of it, but I do it because it energy-wise. So, let's go.
Hey, you ain't get no more raw than this channel. It is what it is. I get up and get off and come back again. The doorbell goes. I answer it. I never stop. I don't stop the video. Very rarely. And whether I've got pieces of string hanging off me or I look a scruff, because things are all over the place on my
Now, just let me check that this is the right chat. Because I've been watching a few. Yeah. No, sorry. You can watch that one, but I don't think it was that one. I think it was this one. When all around you is falling apart, be still, it will soon be. Yeah, I think it's this one.
I am no scientist.
Yeah, I think it's this one. When all around you is falling apart, be still, it will soon pass. This is what I'm about to say. This will soon pass. All the other so-called viruses have passed. People get bored. People realise it becomes next week's chip paper, and that's what it will be soon. It's just a distraction. Anyway, sorry, wrong one, but you can go and check his channel anyway. So let's listen.
Whoa, the end of the world is...
Yeah, listen to this.
Hi guys, welcome to Mark Bayersky YouTube
Hello?
channel. It's a beautiful day. Hello. How you all doing? It's a great day to talk about a subject that, as you all know, has dominated the world press, the world media. And it's caused a euphoria, it's caused an epidemic, a pandemic, all those words that you want to use.
Thank you, Effie.
Whoa, the end of the world is near. It's
the end of the world is near. A lot of people have been running out of toilet roll. What? My dad's shop was running out of ice cream, but mine was restocking, but whatever.
Yeah, it's tiring. Mm-hmm. Just so you know, guys, deep down in my heart, anybody who moves into the light, I feel for all the family. I feel for anybody who has to go through any kind of disease and pain and suffering. I've been there with multiple hundreds, if not, hundreds and hundreds of people who have been here and moved into the light. It's been part of my job, So I understand the pain, the fear.
Sorry, I just seen Tapper's name as Dolly Dream Wizard. Have they took you that? Have they took you off? Sorry. Something's going on with Tapper's thing, sorry.
Worry, the suffering, and one of the things, of course, that the system does is prey on you as an individual. The psyche, the psychological...
He said they prey on you, it's psychological. It is psychological because... Hang on 1 minute. When they brought the TV out in the 1940s, late 1940s or whatever it was, whenever it came out, 50s. Let's get the right name for it. Oh, let me have a look. Television. You ready for this? I've read this out a few times. Introduced in the 1950s as an alpha state hypnosis. Yeah, programming you to believe all the cat they put out there to put you in fear. Yep, television, tell lies in visions.
Deceit, manipulation.
As he said, it's all to manipulate, it's all for deceit, and it's all to put you in fear.
The evilness of how the system works to put fear into you.
Beast
And
system.
there's many reasons why that is. Today we're going to talk about a topic which is obviously extremely important to me, and one which I've seen through different levels of understanding of the spiritual realms, the walks of life, and the understanding of what's going on. It's called the bigger picture.
Oh,
Many of you guys are sending me messages daily. In fact, I'm a little bit tired of all these messages, of what's going on with this virus. I daren't travel. I daren't do this. Well, first of all,
see what he said? He's sick of the questions he's getting about, I daren't do this, I daren't travel, I mustn't do this. Yeah, because you're in fear. Telling you not to do something because you're in fear, you shouldn't do this. It's all fear mongering.
guys, that's deliberate. All of the things that you're feeling now is fear. Fear is the biggest seller of.
It's all about what you're feeling. You're feeling fear. Like he just said, fear is the biggest seller. That's what they sell to us all the time. Fear.
Anything. It is the biggest distraction of anything that your governments or the people who control the governments, the ones, the manipulators, we call them the puppet masters. They're the.
Thank you, Dolly, so much for asking me to come to your channel. So, yeah, it's a good vibe on here. We've got to keep in with the good vibes. And this is why I said the other day I wasn't going to talk about the virus again, but I am doing just to give you another perspective on someone who's positive, because I just can't be doing with it. And I won't be talking about it again. This was just because I loved the way he was saying things but about fear. So it's not just about the virus, about the fearing and wanting to get people to understand about. It's about your energy. Everything's about your energy. You can talk about spirits, evil dimensional beings, whatever it is, energy sucking vampires, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's taking your energy. It is taking your energy and putting you in fear, especially all the snowflakes. Even my sister said a lot of us know that it's all rubbish, apart from the snowflakes who are all running about, the muggles, whatever you want to call them. Notice how fast Congress in USA gave Trump 8 billion when he asked for the 2 billion they are running out of. Oh yeah, they're running out of, this is what I mean, and this is the only ammunition, the ammunition they've got.
Ones who are really in control. The MPs, the people that you think are in charge, the presidents, they just come and go.
I mean, he talks about the president, and not the president, but presidents, they come and go. Because they do come and go. And, we know the one that's in now is just coming to help with all this of showing people how they do what they do, which is mainstream media. So,
Nobody. They're absolutely nobody. You think they're somebody, but they're nobody. The ones in the dark, the ones behind the scenes. Have you ever watched The Wizard of Oz? And
it's boring, isn't it, Four-Leaf Clover? It's boring.
And then all of a sudden the doggy pulls a curtain away and there's one guy playing around, fiddling with it all. Well, that's...
Yeah, politics is all pantomime, but Trump's here to show the pantomime. That's what he was brought in for, to show the pantomime of the biggest one out there is lamestream media. I mean, CNN have just got, they're getting sued, aren't they? And the rest of them over here as well, BBC and all that, all the same, pantomime. Like I said, if you've not seen And They Live, it says it all right there, doesn't it?
Basically what it is, you're manipulated by weak, skinny, little, horrible, evil monsters with no hearts, no compassion.
That's
There's
just...
only a few of them, but you think that they're this big almighty Oz
They're not.
that can control the world, but actually it knows that.
No, I'm sorry, I don't agree with that, and I don't agree with people who say that Trump is still a puppet. He's not a puppet. He got asked to come in and he said, Jerry's not having his strings pulled. So I don't agree with that, and I don't agree with people who say that. That's a basic thing out of fear as well. He got asked to come in. He didn't have to come in. He wanted to come in because he loved America, and that's all I'm saying on the subject.
Controls you, it will make you do anything it wants, and that is what's happening right now. A typical example
Just
is
saying.
looking back in the past and seeing all the diseases that actually nothing happened, they just disappeared. So there was a massive euphoria, fear and worry about many diseases.
Yeah, where we go, one we go, the fear is fake, the truth is love, dark into light. Exactly. The truth is love, fear is fake, fear is the deceitful side of things. They're feeding you fear, people, feeding you fear.
The swine flu, this flu, that flu, and all these illnesses, and then all of a sudden they just disappear. And that's because they're created. They're all created.
Politics is all rubbish, but he got asked in. He's not a politician, he's a businessman. And if you know about the Nazis in World War II when they came out as businessmen, that's why they needed him. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not into politics, but I see behind the veil. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, fake news, people. But yes, they are. The ones before, yeah. So it's all theatre, baby, of the secret societies. And like I've said before, the occult, but that side, the ones with the bad intentions. I've said before, energy is neutral. It isn't good and it isn't bad. So if you're into, you know, energies, you're a bit witchy, if you want to say that, some people do, or you're a bit into this, you're a bit into the occult. That's not scary. I've said this before, and I will be talking about this tomorrow and onwards, because I'm going to be doing a few chats on books I have and stuff I like to do. It is just it's not the same club. It's your intentions at the end of the day. Just like you've said there, he's part of the same club. No, he's not part of the same club. You can be energy, think of it like energy is neutral. If you find the power, which is your energy, by the way, we've all got it, no one's higher than anyone else. How do you use that power to bring in what you want in your reality? Oh, I'm doing this, yeah, because it's a point of energy. This people freak out. I'll show you about this tomorrow. Point of energy. Is your intentions behind it. You all find your power. Are you going to use it for so-called bad, or are you going to use it for good? You can be in any society and group you want, but what are you putting your intentions on? It's all about your intentions. Are you coming from the heart, or are you coming from something else? If you're coming from something else, you're disconnected from the creator. That's all I'm saying. So when people say, oh, it's all from the same club, that to me is like people in fear, because they have no belief or faith, might be the wrong word for someone, that it's always the same thing. It has always been the same thing, but there's a change coming. And if you want change, then someone has to come in somewhere. Someone who you wouldn't think. And you've got to have a bit of faith that it's here, and it is here. You can clearly see what's going on, and if you're not following the mainstream media, you can definitely see what's going on and what's happening and this, that, and the other. So, like I said, energy is just energy. It's what you put your intentions on, where you want that to go. It's all coming to an end, Simon, but it's not the end of our world. It's the end of their world as they know it. It's the system falling, the old guard. We'll still have systems for now. It's just the old guard. And people are freaking out because people want change. And then when change starts happening, a few things start changing because people freak out with change, then they moan. And it's like, you said you wanted change. So let the change come in. It's got to come in. It's not going to fall in a day. Banking systems like that. It doesn't work like that. Said this before, but anyway, I'll carry on.
Now that we know that, all of this hype, this media hype, is paid for and deliberately done by this man or few little weaklings behind this.
Thank you, Effie. I've got the power. It's not an ego thing. It's an identifying that can make my own choices with good intentions. Exactly. We all have the power. You are the one you've been waiting for. When they've said things like in religious things like the Pope only has the connection to source. He's the only one that can tap into source. Mark said that as well, but we all know that. They're the only ones that can tap into source. No, they're not. You can tap into source or whatever you want to call it whenever you want if you do the work. and you tune into that frequency. It's all the frequency. When mainstream media put something out, fear-mongering, you start getting energies up, your emotions. Emotions stand for energy, emotion. Yeah, you are allowed to feel them emotions. People say you're not. Yes, you can. 33 and 22 in the house. That's hilarious. So it just turned when I said that. So energy, emotion. So you get all in energy, like, you know, that's why they normally say be neutral, but it is hard. Be neutral, but everyone, what was that? Was that me, or did something just go up like smoke, even though there's no smoke here, was I just seeing things? I don't know. Anyway, all in, and you know, if I had my lights on down there, you'd probably be seeing something by now. I think that was just me. You're getting an energy, and you're like, so what's that energy? What are you feeling? Are you angry? Is it making you angry? So with the news, yeah, energy, emotion. With the news, say for instance with this, it's getting people angry. So then they're like, oh. So then you're like vibrating, aren't you? Like, so all your frequencies, you know, I don't know, what's the buffering? I don't know. Sending that energy out. And then you send that flipping, it's vibrating, and then you send that frequency out. So all that side are feeding off that flipping frequency you've just popped out through the energy of that emotion that you've just got yourself up into because you were fearing, basically. Now, we all know Nikola Tesla, 369, energy, frequency and vibration, energy, vibration, frequency, whichever, whatever. High level, because that's how we manifest. They don't want us to manifest, but you're putting all that out. Anya, who came and was talking about the Vril Society, I mentioned the Vril Society, I think it was the other year or so ago, and I mentioned about your hair being an antennae. That's what they used it for. People freak out and think it's bad. Vril, chai, whatever you call it, all these things, the ether, it's the source. It's the energy around us. It's you, me, and everything that ever was. Be a bit David Ickish, but you know what I'm saying? Different names, different names, same thing. But when they all put out there what you're reading, oh, Vril's really evil because Hitler knew them women. Yeah, because Hitler was trying to get the hidden knowledge. She wanted the knowledge. You weren't bothered about them. You just wanted the knowledge. But you're just feeding into all the shite that you've been told of what that was bad. This was bad. Exactly. Why I'm growing my antennae out. Exactly. What do you think your hair is? I've said this before. Your hair is an antennae. Why do you think? Years and years back, everyone used to have long hair, even guys, right? I'll just chuck this out there in case you've never heard me talk about it before. So, then women, whenever it came in, started having their hair cut off, you know, up here in little the flapper days or whatever they were, in little bobs and that. Those women knew that hair is very sacred. That's why a lot of people in the Middle East, a lot of women and men, Sikhs and people like that, cover the hair up because it's sacred. You got your crown chakra. You can put this on your crown chakras up there. It's an antennae. Why? And if people laugh at that, why do your hairs go up on your arm when you go, oh, I've just felt something? Your hair's an antennae. And the reason I had it dreaded was because, yes, I like the look. I didn't just do it for that. I didn't just do it for a trend. I just know about the energy of hair. And also with dreads, you don't get hair loss when your hair comes out, you know, when it sheds, because it goes into your dreadlocks. That's why they get thicker. So you're not losing your sort of energy. Why do women normally cut the hair? I've done it. I've talked about this before. When you come out of a relationship, oh, well, I'll cut my hair or dye it. It's like you're cutting the old energy off because all this holds energy. So you normally go, yeah, it sounds mad, but it's true. Oh, I'm going to vamp myself up and have a new haircut. Wash that man right out of my hair. Cut that man right out. Do you know what I'm saying? Energy. It is an antennae, nanu. Also, I've talked about Native American Indians. It wasn't just Native American Indians, but as an example, Native American Indians, when they took the men into the army who had long hair, they realised that they could track, they could do this and that other, they could sense things around them. When they had the hair cut off, shaved off in the army, they lost all that senses, because your hair follicles go inside you as well. It's all a big nervous system. So just in case you didn't know that, go and research it. It's very interesting. The video tomorrow, I don't know. It'll be tomorrow. It could be, I don't know, day, night, I don't know. You might just have to catch up on it when you catch up on it. So there you go. So I just went off on a tangent there, but there you go. Yeah, well, if you're bald, you can grow beards. You know what I'm saying? It's not the only way, but I'm just saying, why do they want us? Like, that's why I had my hair dreaded as well. My hair's natural curly. Why do they want you singeing your hair with straighteners all the time and dyeing it and this, that, and the other and killing off your little antennae, people? Think about it. Think about it. Hair dye, dyeing your hair, killing your hair off. Right.
This curtain playing away at you because they've got money to pay for all of this to put out there, that they've got the power to do it. Okay? So when this is happening, we have to realise now, what do we do about that? Now we know it's all a con, it's all a farce, it's all a lie, it's all manipulations, and all it's there to do is put fear into you. What is fear now? We have to figure that out, what it is. 15, 16, 17 years of figuring out what fear is. What does it do? How does it...
People forget that we had all these viruses way back every so many years. People forget in the UK we had Dunblane that took away our firearms. They want to take the Second Amendment away, whatever it is in America. The reason why they want to do that to all the muggles and all the sleeping people is so you can't protect yourself when the New World Order was going to come in, which it isn't due because it's falling. Guns guns do not kill people. People do. Take someone to pull the trigger. It's not the gun. They did that in the UK with the Dunblane, but I think people seem to forget about that. Don't they?
I made a video a long time ago, maybe a couple of years ago, and this is so relevant to you right now and so relevant to me.
Yes, fear is a perception of the unknown.
The video was about voodoo, witchcraft, and anything to do with dark arts and how it works. And this is very much in sync to what we're feeling and thinking right now in this world. Before I go on, I just want to say something. The chances of you getting coronavirus is as likely as you walking on your high street and a piano falling on your head. So, as you are in this state of belief that somebody's put voodoo on you, and it's relative to this conversation, so bear with me. You now come to me, and as you have, many of you come to me and told me that you've got voodoo attached to you, somebody's put a curse on you, you've got black magic attached to you. Okay? I often say to people, how do you know?
Well, listen to this, because this is very relevant for what he's saying. I don't mean because he's talking about people saying, ooh, I've got voodoo on me, or I've been hexed or anything. It's what he's saying about you thinking you have something or something's true, like the mainstream media, because somebody told you. It's not because the way you know it's true is you feel it. But this is the bit that I like. This is the bit that you should be feeling in yourself. Like, some will say gut feeling, but you can feel it. So this is the bit that I like.
You've got this black magic, this dark energy. How do you know? Because I feel ill, I feel sick, everything's going wrong, I'm weak, I don't know who I am anymore, I've lost myself.
Because somebody told you that.
But how did you know that you had all of this voodoo and all of this attack against you? Be honest. Well, I was told.
I was told.
And before you was told, how did you feel? Well, I was okay, but obviously I was told I just got it, so somebody told me that they put a curse or a spell on me and this, and then it all started.
I even think this goes for illness. If someone gets a bad illness, or so they're told they've got an illness, these days with everything that's going around with cancers and stuff like that, I'm not saying like meaning this in a certain way, but when you're told something, you go into fear mode straight away. Oh my God, am I going to die? Is this going to happen? Blah, blah, blah. And that's why I said, when you look at the books and people like Joe Dispenza doing the whole supernatural self of you, more like hypnotizing yourself, hypnotizing your cells, telling yourself you're healthy and well, getting on the healthy food and the healthy water and the stuff you should be eating. Your body is a temple to heal you can heal yourself if you have that belief. But if you're believing somebody's told you are this and you are that, if you believe it, you're going to bring that into you, and then you're going to be ill because you believe it, because you're worrying and you're stressing, and that's all fear. When you've heard people go, it's a miracle, this happened, yeah, to them people of them, it seems like a miracle because that person said, oh, I had this, but I made sure I was around the right people who were positive. I watched things that made me laugh because it's positive and laughter is a medicine. I was out in nature. I did this and I did that. Blah, 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 blah. You can heal yourself, but you're only going to not believe it if you're not even going to try it yourself. Are you going to try and eat more healthier? Are you going to try and like be around positive people? Are you going to get rid of them shit negative things in your life? Do you know what I'm saying? If you're not and you want to sit in fear, then how would you ever know that that might have worked? What are you losing out on? You know, if you've got a sort of illness is that you know that's not good and maybe it's one of them that's supposedly not going to end well. What are you losing out on to try these other things more holistic? You know, I've lost 12 pounds in a month eating. Yeah. My biggest thing is sugar. That's what I'm trying to get off. It goes down and it goes up, but you know, we all have our thing, but it's fear.
Happening. Right, so before that you were fine. But now that they told you, now all of a sudden you're ill, you don't feel well, you think you've got...
You can choose to be in a negative or positive flow every day. But it's about being aware. As soon as you know you're in a bit of a narky way, you can switch your awareness to something else to bring your vibe back up, or go back to remembering something that you like and get back in that vibe of, you know, positivity. You know, we forget. And then we're like, oh yeah, I feel a bit. Why am I feeling like that? I've said this before.
Bad spirits around you. You think, yes, that's exactly what's going on. Okay, so as people were coming to me for healing sessions, I was feeling them and thinking, okay, well, have an open mind. You know, I've heard this and listen to it because it could be true. So I'm feeling for this black magic, this dark energy. Nothing, felt nothing.
I do raw honey. I do honey. You know what I mean? I see it better as if it came from something natural. You know, it's more like processed stuff, isn't it?
Nothing. But that's there's a separate discussion here that talks about psychic attack and
psychic attack. You get this off the mainstream media. You get this off friends and family. They don't know they're doing it sometimes, and you definitely get it off partners. Partners in relationships, oh my god, the narcissistic people. But this is what I love. This is why I wanted you to listen to this.
Trapped in between two worlds that sometimes can attach to us. That's a completely different scenario. We're talking about somebody vindictive, evil, nasty, who claims to be able to put voodoo and darkness onto you. So I'm working with all these clients, figuring out what's going on, and I just couldn't. I'm thinking, is there something wrong with me? Am I missing something? Because I'm pretty good at feeling blocks, issues, pain, suffering, negative energy around you, and I can clear it away. That's one thing I'm good at. I've been doing it so long now, and it's easy. For me, it's easy. It's like, forget it, it's easy. So I started then saying, you know, there's something not right here. And what it was my belief in people telling me that it was real. And I thought, you know what? I'm buying into this.
Hence, if you think the devil's real because you've been told it's real, therefore it's real to you and you're going to fear. Just saying, first munch, that's why I always bring people in that I like to listen to who are positive, and you can hear it from different ways and think, thank you for leaf clover. Oh yeah, it's what people are telling you. You're not what people are telling you unless you believe it, what they're telling you. Have you ever had someone say something, you think, well, I'm not that. And then you go off like, oh, I can't do that because I'm not, they've said I'm this. Yeah, they've said, but that's not you. Know thyself.
So one day,
what's up, Free State UK?
Wrong. I said, stop. There's nothing wrong with you at all. And that was the turning point in my life where I had to be a little bit hard because she was getting angry with me. And I
as long as you're not feeding into Corona.
And when we finished, I did a healing session, cleansed it, and I said, you can go home now. There's absolutely no problem. It's all gone. Everything what you felt is just, you're perfect. And every time somebody came to me with the same thing, I'd say the same thing and do the same thing, and it was gone. What I was recognizing.
I've got a plaster on my finger, Yoda. It's my son's, because I cut my finger with a whittling knife. I just showed it at the beginning. I lost my whittling knife. I have got a bow and arrow as well, by the way. I've got my whittling knife and a flipping, for wood. Where's my wood gone? Wherever it's gone. And I cut my finger because I forgot how sharp they are, obviously for cutting wood, because I'm making stuff. I can make jewellery and all sorts. So, yeah, I've got a plaster on. And fire, air and water, about people think you're evil when you talk about witchcraft. It's because they don't understand and people fear what they don't know. I'm not in with the Wiccan thing because I see that more as religion sort of thing. I'm sort of like solitary, which I will be showing my solitary book tomorrow, and you might want to think about getting that book because it's a really good book. But everything you can talk about, things like whatever you're into, is people will say it's evil. Like I've got my tarot cards, and even Mark on this channel says that about tarot cards when he used to think that. They think it's evil because they fear it. It's your higher self talking. It's the energies around you. They fear it because they don't understand it, because they're taught, because somebody said it was evil. How do you know it's evil? Oh, because that book says it, is that person said it was evil. Mainstream media said it was evil. This book said it was evil. It's not evil. It's not evil, but I'll be talking about that. But this is the whole thing. It goes into everything. Fear, fear, fear. People fear what they don't know. Yeah, it did, but it's all dreaded now. It's dreaded. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Is that every time they came back, I was realising that they were self-afflicting. They were believing in whatever was told to them. And what I recognised as well, which was really important, why is it that nobody's ever come to me with voodoo, black magic spells or curses, and they've never ever said,
oh my God! Sorry, I'm sat here and Devin, Elon, Madgie's in. I was shouting his channel out the other day and I'm like, yeah, that looks like Dev. Oh my God, it's Devin. I'm like, oh my God, you're in the house. Thank you. I've shouted your channel out quite a lot. If you don't know who Devin is, I asked you to go over the other day and said some of you might resonate, some of you might not. He is off Flat Earth Paradise as well, but I do listen to you when I can get to see you because I think you're really good. I'll just say that out loud now, at putting your stuff across, because everything is fear, and that's where they're trying to take us away to when we're trying to get into the heart, which is love. And I'm not saying I get it right all the time. I can only explain it how I explain it. And I know some people understand. And I'm still learning, because basically it's all about learning. And, you know, this symbol scares a lot of people. Could say that way round, because that's a reverted way. But this way round, earth, air, fire and water and spirit, ether, whatever you want to say, vril, I don't know, chi, chai, chongi ting, I don't know. All that stuff is energy. I can't always get it out of myself properly, but I know what I mean inside, because you know thyself. Yeah, it's all about energy, and I've said before, energy to me, I'm realizing now, is a neutral thing. It's just where you put the intention of it. So if you're, like I said before, if you want to sort of be evil, you know, like Dr. Evil, you're going to use that power, that energy, for something bad. But if you're a good person with good intentions, you're going to use it for good, to help others, to help you, but to help others as well, which all comes back to you. That's how I sort of see it. So thank you for coming in. I didn't even realise then. Sorry for like going, oh, it's Devin. Like, hey. But yeah, that's good. So we'll just carry on listening. You know what I'm like.
I think I've got...
Yeah, gratitude, yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I'm very grateful for the things that have happened in my life, even the shit things, the relationships I've had and stuff, that at the time I was like, why me? Why does this happen? It's all learning, and I would never take it back now, because it made me wake up to a lot of stuff, and it made me come out of fear and think, what was I doing? Like, what was I doing? That isn't me. Like, being all like not strong and like knowing who I really am. So look at your traumas and past things that you may not have liked. If it's brought you to a better place now, that's the great. And the only thing is now anyway, but if anyone gets what I'm saying, or I would never want to go back to having everything airy fairy, but nicey all the time. Most people wake up out of trauma and you realise, it wasn't all bad. It seemed bad, but it actually makes you grow and realize what you really want. And it realizes to take you to step away from things and people that keep you down in fear, this narcissistic world that they've tried to bring us into. That's what I'm learning anyway. I'm still learning.
It's always they were told, or always they found out, or they heard about it, or something like that. But there was never a genuine moment of purity that somebody said, I think there's something very wrong with me. I don't think any, I'm not so sure who it could be, but maybe I think there might be a bad attachment and somebody's doing something. They always knew because they were always told. It was either in a poison letter, or it was a sister-in-law, or a mother-in-law, or an ex-boyfriend, or an ex-girlfriend, or a jealous woman who hated this woman because she was now with his man. So
see how it works?
All business people who hated each other, right? It was never anything really that pure. It was always associated with.
Yeah, mainstream media is responsible for the rise in the narcissist. They definitely are. I think I was talking to my sister today, or someone, and said it's all to break down the family, to break down the children, to break that spirit away from us, and that strong connection in that way, to bring it all down so we don't know who we are, we don't know what we're supposed to like. Are we supposed to have feelings? Are we supposed to feel anything? Are we supposed to not? Are we supposed to be empathic to people? Are we just supposed to walk past people when things are happening? Because that's what a lot of people seem to do today, is like, they're not bothered. They'll put things on Facebook, for instance, like all these pictures used of kids having fights and young girls, and everyone's thinking it's funny, and everyone's there filming it, but no one's helping the poor girl. You know what I mean? So everyone gets immune to it. So it's it's normal. No, it's not normal. Like, I only came on here because of whatever I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to put a positive vibe across and help people. I don't have to do it. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing on YouTube when they're trying to help people see in a different way. And a lot of great channels out there do it in different ways. And that's why I'll shout many different people out, like Mark, I'm shouting out now, Devin, loads of other people who are positive and want you to shift your focus from the focus at the mainstream, what I take you to. As I've said before, we still reside here, but we're of spirit as well. There's two worlds in one, and we are part of it. We have our spirit self, our soul, whatever you want to call it. Many people call it different things, I don't know. And that's why I said, but you have to be aware. I'm looking at what's going on there in the pantomime because it's laughable. That's why I said I was like this today. Because you can see it happening and it just makes you aware. But then I don't think you can be too off in the spiritual realm, because Mark did a really good chat on that I was watching today. And two, in the physical, it's all about balance. And Oprah Winfrey ain't balanced, is she? Because she fell over when she said it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about balance. You're not always residing there constantly, and you're not always in the physical. It's about bringing the balance in with it. You can come out away from the system. And that doesn't mean like people aren't going to work or they're going to have jobs. It just means you're aligning with, to me, if you're in a job, I've said this before, where say, for instance, you're a telesale person and you're lying to people and you know you're lying, you're not in alignment. Or maybe you don't know you're lying and you're conning people on the phone, but it's just a job, but you start getting ill. That's because subconsciously you don't know, but you're getting ill because you're not in alignment with the true thing that you'd love to do. If you're in a job that you love and it's not conning people and stuff like that, and there's good people there, then you can work in that system. So it's just all balance. If we're not empowering each other and ourselves, ourselves and ourselves in our body, what the fuck are we doing? Exactly. And that's what I think. What are we doing? There's loads of people out there in the YouTube community, and you've got to remember there's a lot of so-called spiritual people that are full of shit. And they'll all say, oh, I've got to be doing this and doing that. And they'll say, oh, it's not about unity. There's loads of channels out there saying they're not even spiritual, not about unity. It's like, what are you going on about? We are all one. We're trying to help each other. We're especially trying to get people's flipping heads right out of the media. Be aware, yes, but you don't have your head right anywhere. I've got to go and buy my newspaper every day. Every day I go to the shop and buy my newspaper, and I don't know even know what time the news is on. I don't watch TV. 6 o'clock at night and 10 o'clock at night, I must watch the news and oh my God, this is happening and oh my God, I'm feeling so ill. Yeah, because you're feeding into the fear system. Oh, for she's an evil person. Yes, she is. That's why she fell over. I don't know if she got a slap from a malevolent force when she said balance, because she's one of them from that side that do that stuff, that I don't go too much about. If you know, you can go down the rabbit holes, but you've got to come out of the rabbit holes. It's in balance. If you stay in the rabbit holes of what's been going on in the 3D, you're going to get a bit lost and you might get a bit down and depressed or worse. That's why I say you can have a look, but to evolve, you just got to keep growing. It's like that thing of, yes, that's what happened in the past. No, it's not nice, but how do we move forward? Be in the now and concentrate on now, and then that's not going to happen for the future. That's how I see it. Yeah, she is part of the beast system. Remember, though, a beast system's sort of part of the awakening as well. I guess we need it. But, yeah, I don't go too much about that. But if you know, you know. My brother goes in a bit in about improving, moving on. Yeah, and this is why I'm saying I've shouted out for so long. Whatever I'm talking about, the fact is we are aligning ourselves. We are trying to get rid of old, stale energy. I've said to someone today, there's a person that I know that is full of negativity, and I mean so much anger in this person, and this person's so angry, like we can all get angry, but this person is constantly so angry of every situation this person does. It's like they could change it, they could start changing it, but they can't, because it's like they haven't released, remember when I said the backpack thing, they haven't released the backpack of the old stale energy. So it's just, how can you walk up that mountain or follow your path with this big heavy load? So because they're not releasing it, but in a way, it's not their fault because they don't know how. And I don't think they're aware of what it is that's eating them up, this fear, this maybe something happened in the past and they don't know how to navigate around that or release that energy. They're not understanding. So all this energy is brewing. You've got to go back and let it go. So in a way, there's people I know out there that are doing this and then they're being horrible to maybe the person they're with. They're so angry. And it's like, in a sense, it's not their fault as well, because we're not taught. I've said this before, I've been shouting out, we're not taught about energy. We're not taught how to release. We're not taught how it pents up in our body, and that's how you'll get joint ache and headaches. And people go, I've got a headache. Oh yeah, I need to go to doctor. So I'm not saying it's all that, but some of it is because in your energy places, like your chakras and stuff like that, you're hoarding energy in those places. So say for instance, the 7 chakras in the body anyway. Say for instance, see if you don't know, you can get a little chakra book and you can look at like different things with say the base chakra, the root chakra red, the root chakra, related organs, bones and skeleton, base of spine, legs, feet, the large intestine, genitals. Say you're having something in the Marys, it could be something to do with that because you've not released, there's something going on in there. Like, that's where it goes back to, how are you feeling when you're angry? What is it that you're feeling angry about? What is it? Because is it stemming back to something that you've not released as a kid? Or, do you know what I mean? I've said this before and I guess I'm going to have to go through it again. You're not releasing this stale energy. So how can you fill up? How can my cup, if you're full up to here with stale energy, old energy, and you're not releasing stuff because you want to be a victim, you're in victim mode, how do you like fill your cup up with good ass energy when it's full? You're going to have to tip a bit out, aren't you? Or empty it at least. And that's what we're trying to do. Empty our vessels of the negative to refill and recharge back up with good ass energy, basically. And I've well gone off there, so I'm just going to carry on. She goes, I'm not going to be on for long, and then starts rabbiting because that's just how it goes when you're in free flow. This is why I don't put a time on my chats, because when you're in the flow, you're in the flow. How can you put a timer on chat?
That person or this person.
So it's all about, so what Mark is saying on it, it's all about what someone's telling you are. If you're in a relationship and someone's telling you you're stupid, you're this, you're that, and they're constantly telling you, you start believing it, and making yourself sad and ill and depressed, it's because you're believing what someone else is saying about you. Power up, people, and take your power back.
The conclusion,
Bull crap.
here's where I'm getting to the point, is that no matter what happens in your life, the psyche, the people who know how to play, mess with you, the bullies, they know the only way you can damage, the only way
Hi,
you
Roxanne.
can feel ill, the
Roxanne's in
only
house.
way you can
Yes,
fear
hang
is
on.
by
Oh,
tell.
yes, Roxanne, what am I talking about? You, no, it's because I've seen you down there, and then I was looking at what, it seems if we raise our vibration, our reality becomes more positive. If our vibration is low, yes, it does. You see around you what you're feeding into. So if you're in a more positive vibe, more positive things get attracted. Hi, Doom Show, last train out. Oh my God, like loads of people are coming I've not seen for a while. You and Free State and everyone, like, oh my God. You attract it. So if you're in a lower negative or that's when you start, just like a magnet, you start attracting shit to you. And then you're like, oh, why is this going on? Have you not noticed that if you're in bad energy, say something's gone on, your kids can get on your nerves, and you know, when they're like, we're all stressing you. Then you get in a bad mood, and say you go in the kitchen, then you whack your elbow on the chair, and then you're like, oh, everything's going wrong because you're not aware of what's going on with your energy. Yeah? If anyone gets what I'm saying. And also, the lovely Mark's video that I'm talking about right now, he did a Q&A before, and I asked about orbs, but I don't know if he saw my orbs. He just said about something about people said, you've got orbs are coming out of you. And I thought, oh, yes, I'm going to listen to what he says, because I've been thinking, obviously, people say it's dust. Yes, there is dust, but not the ones that communicate, obviously. The ones that do things when I ask them to, well, you know, just say, oh, blip in, blip out, colours. And he said, and I thought, that's what I was thinking. Some are spirit. They're not always spirit. Some are my energy. And I thought, yeah, I think that too, because sometimes you see them coming out of you. You see them attracted to you. You see the aura. And we all know we've got an aura field. And if people, you know, that's your energy, your Taurus field. So it's them like atoms, you know, it's our energy too. So we're admitting energy and we're drawing it in. That's why the ether, the vril, the energy that's out there, we breathe it in and we breathe it out. It's very important to do deep breathing. Mark was saying that. I have done it a few times. I can't remember what it's called, where you do this. I can't even remember how you do it. You do this. I'm not getting my fingers right. I can't remember what you do. You do this. And then you breathe in deep through your nose and you breathe out that nostril. And you don't have to do it for long, but it's like you're breathing in the ethers. People go, yeah, we breathe every day. No, you don't do deep breathing. That's why people do a lot of yoga, you know, and it's like breathing deep. You bring in all the chi energy in. It's the same thing to me. Chi, vril, whatever. It's all energy. We need to go back to doing that. Having time for yourself. Meditating. A bit of, you know, yoga or something with deep breathing, all this stuff it's filling you up with energy. When we're sat about and we're not doing much and we're not sort of moving and we're not sort of doing certain things, yeah, deep breathing, we're staying stale, we're staying in that energy. There's nothing moving. Like, obviously when you move about and you've seen the orbs and people say it's dust, yes, there is some dust with it, but you're moving that energy, but you need to move to keep that energy. That's why the Chinese do Tai Chi. They're moving slowly, but they're moving their energy bodies around and they're breathing in deeply, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Anyway, we need to learn more about energy. People, you need to start learning about energy and stop poo-hooing it. I'm not talking about people in chat, a lot of you know. Poo-hooing it. Energy is everything. We're not taught about it. So people fear it or poo-hoo it because they're like, what are you talking about? It's all about how you feel.
Getting a message across to you. So all the people I ever met, when I sat them down, I said, okay, be honest.
Yeah, see, I've heard breathing through your nostrils, breathe out through your opposite nostril. So, yeah, I guess he's breathing in deep.
How did you find out about this? Well, somebody told me, or this person rung me up, or they sent me a letter.
Ley lines,
okay, perfect. And the point being is that these psycho
Yes, it is electrical universe, spoken well, hermetic law of motion. If energy doesn't move, it stagnates and creates disease. Thank you, Devin. That's what I've been saying. If it's what I said before, if you are not going with the flow like water, and moving forward and learning new things. That's why people say, oh, you can be so contradictory. It's like, no, it means I can let go of stuff that once I enjoyed and it did me good at the time, and then I just thought, do you know what, that's not doing nothing for me now. I'm gonna move. I'm a fish, I'm a Pisces. You know, people say swimming both ways. Well, I can move with the water. And my mum's always said, God, Janine, you're always like, 1 minute you like this, 1 minute you like that. I went, yeah, because I can move. I'm not like people who get stuck in one thing and just stay there because they're a bit like, oh, I don't want to look over there. The only one thing I've always stayed in, if I want to say a bit witchy, is the whole energy thing and nature, because nature's nurture and nature's medicine, and everything is energy, and you can see that out there with the messages you get through nature and everything. Yeah, be like water, the Dr. Emoto. I found my Dr. Emoto book, so that is good. But I know you all get what I'm saying, you know. It's all around us, as above, so below, as within, so without. The waters above, the waters below. As the little picture that I drew today for any of the newbies that have just come in. I'm visionary and I do it through my artwork of when I'm just doodling. This picture with the little fishes on. And I put a line through there, as above, so below, the waters above and the waters below. So I don't know what Devin would say about the orbs, because I've had a lot of orbs in. I've seen blue, electric blue, that's what I always see in my mind's eye. Pure white, gold, and they've flickered about when I've asked them to. You know, the ones that are energy orbs or whatever you want to call them. That started coming in since last September, but I know it's my energy as well. I've seen my aura. I don't know what your thoughts on that. I like everybody's thoughts on it. You know, people say photonic light. It's like, yeah, but it's energy. That's what we are as well. So, you know, and then the other one I did, which is like High Outlaw, and it's like this one sort of came into Ostara, which I'll be talking about, but that was the drawing I did last night. She's got a little golden egg because this is rebirth and a new way, and a new world is being born. Not the new world order, a new world of what we want to come in. And there's that electric blue that I normally see in my mind's eye, and I normally see. I saw 2 dots the other day with a line through it. Don't know what that was, but I was like, and a lot of colours, a lot of rainbow colours changing, like the rainbow. So yeah, I'm still gone off. Let's listen to Mark again.
Paths. These people with no heart, no soul, who are angry, bitter, jealous, terrible state, who want to hurt and kill and do bad things to them, they all know that they can't do it unless they send a message to you. And you know what? There is accounts back in history that people have been told by dubious people, by fraudsters, by charlatans who claim to be psychic or claim to be healers or claim to be, who got paid to say to certain people that when you get to such an age, you're going to die, or whatever it may be. And that actually happened. And I realised when I started studying about this, that actually, that is all a manipulation so that you then start to kill yourself. You actually believe so much in what other people say that you, your body, your energy, your thoughts are so powerful that they eat away at your living flesh, and you eventually will kill yourself or do great harm to yourself.
Exactly.
That is how they do it. Now think about that on a massive, wide world scale. If you want to have...
So I always say you are your own guru. You don't need a guru. Yes, there's people out there that can help you with certain things, but you are your own guru. It's like if I start doing chats again on like my witchy books and that, I've never been into things like Wicca. It says follow this religion or follow that, because I don't want to do someone else's ritual or spell or whatever. And don't get freaked out by that, because you do rituals every day, getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth. I don't want to do somebody else's because I don't know what they're saying. I need my own words and my own intentions. If I'm putting an intention out there to the world, they have to be from me. If I don't know what someone's saying, like, yes, obviously you can read some of them, you're like, oh yeah, that might help me, but your words and your intentions are more powerful when they come from yourself. Oh my God, I just had a vision of my mum who passed away 12 years ago as soon as I saw that drawing. Oh, which one? That one? This one? Is it that one? Oh. I need someone to raise my positive energy, or maybe I need to get off my ass and do it myself. Do it yourself. Come on. Just do something positive. Do something you like. Jump about. Sing. Get a song on that you really, 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 really love. Funny. Yeah.
World. If you want to take control of the world, if you want to scare the world, if you want to put them down on their knees because you've got other things planned, if you're a big bully in a place...
my advice on if you want to see orbs is I like Mark. I first heard him on Richie Allen's show. Maybe that's why I first saw him. I don't know. Simple technique. Yeah, the lemons. I saw the lemons. I've just told a friend about lemons. I said, get a lemon and check if you've got negativity in your house, because lemon's acidic in it. So, but I was saging today. I do hate the smell of it, but I was saging. I do sage every now and again. I sage. I think if there's negative entities, get rid of it. Do you have any advice? Well, personally, the orbs that I see, that I do put out there, I want to film them. And normally if I'm on a different camera with the lighting, you can see them in the background sometimes. But tuning in, basically, because I could feel things anyway. But my advice would be tune in. Don't be in fear. That's one of the biggest things. Don't think anything. Make sure, if you've got your camera on, you've got to have your flashlight on, because to me they're like plasma. So they are attracted to the light. Sit quiet, sit still, because yes, you will see dust get kicked up, obviously, in the energies moving about. You will see that, but once that's settled down, that's where everyone goes, oh my God, it's dust. You will see things come in. But the reason why I know, it's my energy and spirit, or whatever you want to say as well, is because as people have seen that I've tried to catch on camera, when I ask certain things, like, can I have a blip or can I have a colour, they've flashed in when I've asked them to. Whether that's my energy or not doesn't really matter, because it's like showing you there is energy there, and it does, it sort of is doing things when we put our intentions out there, if you get what I'm saying. Things that we're not taught about. So either way, whatever you think, it's there. But yes, no fear, love, ask in your mind if you want. Make sure your flashlight's on and just watch. And the more you do it, the more you'll see, because some people said they haven't seen and then they started doing it and now they say they have seen. The body is a vessel for the spirit. Yes, it is. We're like a conduit sort of thing. But for that, you've got to get rid of fear, basically. Why do they want you full of fear? So you're not connected to source, because you're going to be fearing everything. Like, oh my God, these cats are so evil. Do you know what I mean? Don't know, I'm a Pisces, same as you. Yeah, the 20th of Feb. It should be noted that the sage has been scientifically shown to kill bacteria to this wise. Yeah, probably. I would say sage your house and your body with the sage, because yeah, it's supposed to be known to kill off bacteria. A lot of things does that is from Mother Earth, from Gaia, from, because it's natural. It was all given to us. But they want us with a lot of, synthetic crap. What is the process with the lemons? If you check Mark's channel out, go through a lot of them, you'll probably like what he says. If you don't resonate, you don't resonate. That's when I shouted Devin's channel out. If you resonate, you resonate. If you don't, you don't. Sometimes you might only resonate with bits of what people are saying and not everything. And that's why I say sometimes on channels you're not even into and they're pumping a bit of crap out, they'll put truth in lies in anyway. And the bit that you resonate with it, the reason why you resonate with it is because you're feeling it, and that's the bit that your body is telling you is truth. If you're a bit like, that's because it's most likely bull crap. Do you know what I mean? But you resonate for a reason. Yeah, the lemon process was, if you get a lemon, you don't have to chop it in half. If you put a lemon in your house, you'll know if there's good energy in your house, because it won't go black. I mean, yes, it will shrink. He had one for 10 years that's gone all dry and you can shake it. But that's what he learned after doing it for ages. So if you know there's bad energy and you can get your sage out, negative energy, if you think about it, if you're in a house and there's loads of arguments going on, or the house before and it was a bit of a, it's because there's probably energy residing. Energy can reside, spirit energy can reside, it resides. So you've got to clear it out, make it fresh again. It's like spring cleaning. So every now and again, my house never really feels like that. Not anymore anyway, not that I'm with someone who was a bit of a energy sucking vampire. But just every now and again, I'll just whap it, because you got to remember, if you have people coming in your house, they could be friends who are a bit negative and that, it's going to reside in your house, so you need to get rid of it. Hello, Harim, how are you? Do. Lots of things going on, isn't there? Oh, yeah. People, can't wait for Hillary to do the oath thing, just shouting that out. Loved your hair. Loved your art. You drew, since drew JFK Jr. as a little boy. Yeah, I've still got that picture of JFK. Oh, it's over there. What's his space? But anyway, I'll just carry on with the chat. Getting distracted.
What are you going to do? You're going to spread the word to everybody. You're going to tell everybody. You're going to whisper in people's ears, tell them that they're going to die. Tell them that this is going to happen to them. Tell them that this is... And that is exactly what you are witnessing right now on mainstream media.
Exactly. It's all Chinese whispers. Look at this and look at that. People are dying. Yeah, old people with poorly immune systems. If you get the flu, that's what's going to happen. So wash your hands, folks. And they're not telling you that, are they? That the numbers are not as high, and the numbers are just because people die every day, like it says in here. But if we reported how many people die every day naturally or whatever, everyone would be like, you know what I mean?
Fear is infectious. That infection will enter into you if you believe it, and you will cause yourself great harm. And that is exactly what the system wants of you and I. And you know why? Because when you are in infectious fear, you are blinded, you have no intuition, you have no power, and they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, and that's why, yes, Simon, it really is mind before matter reality. The more negative we think, the more it manifests in our reality. And that's why they do what they do. They know it manifests in our reality. We're the ones that manifest monsters in, or whatever you want to say, this, that, and the other, these sort of people, because you're in fear, you manifest it in.
Slip in any legislation when you're not looking. They can create new things that will think one day when you're strong enough, think, Jesus Christ, how did that happen? How did this happen? You have to watch for that, because that's what they're doing right now. They're creating new laws, twisting and changing things, and then they're going to strangle you. So in a few months, they've created something that you didn't see.
Yes, we can create the future, not predict it. That's why people gone about Notre Dame said this, Notre Dame said that. It's not written in stone. We can create the future, and that's what they knew. You create your own reality. So if they keep us in fear, we create a fear-based reality where no one's going with the flow, no one's bringing any positivity, because everybody's in fear. And that's why you've got to stop feeding into mainstream media. Don't even look at it. Nobody is talking about it up where I live. There's things on shelves. The only thing that was out of stock was hand sanitisation. You don't even need that. You can wash your hands with hot soapy water. Nothing with the old days, what we used to do. No one's talking about it. Most people are saying they're bored with it. They're laughing at it. Laugh at it, because that's a frequency. It'll be next week's chip paper soon. Do you know what I mean? Like it was way back and way back and way back. People are just getting on with a normal life as far as I can see. Up my end, anyway.
Diversion. And it's happened all the way through the centuries of this world of ours. But 2020 has come now. We are more awakened. There's more people saying this, spreading the word, saying there's something.
Thank you, Fire, Air, Water.
There's something very wrong. And that's good. But my message today is much more simpler. My message today is, if you want to be free from illness, you've got to stop looking at the big bully. You've got to stop listening to the big bully. You've got to stop.
Who's the big bully? Bully, bully. Bully, bully. Mainstream media, mafia media. Don't forget, at one point, Some channels will start reporting the truth, but don't forget we are the news now anyway. But at some point, they are the bullies. Bully.
completely buying into this complete and utter madness. And once you do that and step away from that, you start eating healthy, looking after your body as you should every day. You should start building up your immune system, because that's what we should do anyway. We should look after ourselves. There is one thing I've learned from pure energy, and that is this.
Sorry, I just read Mighty Atom. Just spoke to my mum on the phone. Food order over the phone. She seemed to think, due to the media, there was no food stock. Exactly, because everyone's fearing. And then they'll go bulk buying because they think there's no food. And then the only reason why there's no food in is not because lorries have been stopped and all that. It's because people are bulk buying. It's like, God, people, wake up. You know what I mean? Oh my God, that's so funny.
You can never heal your body if you are in a state of fear, worry, or hate. My message to you today is clear. Do not buy into the manipulation and the lies that your government pretend, lie, and cheat. That what they share every day and keep repeating it, and it's louder and louder,
Bless
should
her.
be a red flag. Should tell you there is a reason why they're doing this, and it's not for the good of mankind.
No.
It is to create chaos in this world.
Yeah.
Through the chaos and the fear, it is easier to cause more darkness and more harm and more manipulation to the world.
Exactly, Effie. That's why I'm eating my popcorn. Sit back and watch the show, the shit show of the theatre. Watch America and then watch it happen in this country. Watch America and then watch it happen in this country. You're like, oh, you what? Yeah. Eh? What? It's so funny. You got to laugh at it. It's frigging hilarious when you can see it all. When you're not feeding into the media and you're looking, obviously, but not like the muggles do, like going, oh my God. When you're just looking at going, right, so what they saying? All right, yeah. I'll just look out. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Me and my dad laugh behind the scenes all the time. Me and my dad are like, what did he just say? Boris Johnson just said it. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, just wash your hands. Yeah. What did the doctor? What did you say? Yeah. Who? What? Yeah. Just wash your hands. Yeah. Just what? Yeah. It's just like, yeah. It's so funny. With everything.
To strangle you so you become less and less free, and you become more enslaved.
This is why I give you different alternative channels to look about energy and what people are saying, because you've got to learn about your energies, folk, and stop giving it away, especially to mainstream media, and stop listening to people that are putting you in fear, even friends. It's feel how you feel when people are being so negative. It is draining, and then you just feel bad. This is why I say if you can get out, well, I'm going to tell you at the end of this. It's nearly off now, this.
Regulations and the laws that they state, the new laws of possibly mandatory vaccines that you're going to have them stuck inside you, just like back in 1967 when they said the swine flu was going to kill everybody, and 200,000 people in America had a vaccine. They were forced to. And how many people died of swine flu? In fact, how many people actually got swine flu? Not one.
Not one got swine flu, but they went for the vaccines, probably died of that. So you know what I mean? Got to be careful.
I am here to tell you guys from the bottom of my heart, I am no scientist. I am no understander of vaccines, of all of the stuff that's happening right now with viruses. I don't know. But what I do know is I can see when people are manipulating and bullying and
you can see the manipulation. It's like smart meters. 4 times they've asked me in a week and I've said no. Oh, we're coming round, no, you're not coming round putting one in. You must have this and you must have that. I ain't got to do nothing. Not free people then, are we?
Causing distraction to cause an effect. And these people behind that curtain are probably making trillions of dollars out of the suffering of other people. Just like the system collapses the system deliberately so that the good people lose all their money and they make more money. And that's why you always see a collapse in the system every 10.
A collapse in the system. I personally think that this was because they wanted to try and bring the economy down. Because that's what they do. The rich get rich and poorer. They know when to pull out with the money or put it in because they collapse the economy. They'd want this happening. They might mess with it a little bit, but we all know it's up. Somebody's trading around the world. They're not going to pull it down like they want to do what they normally do. But that is what they normally do. A little bit different this time.
Years. It's a deliberate push for the rich to become richer and the poor to lose everything. And it's all a manipulation.
It has been.
Use all of these things like viruses and other scary tactics to bring you back down so they can produce their own new clever little system that will strangle us.
That's why they're saying they want you to stay inside. Oh, over here, you're best off working from home. Like my dad said, how does a fireman work from home? Like, seriously. How can some people work from home if you're on a till selling food? They're saying that so people go, oh my God, I've got a ring in today. I can't come to work because of the coronavirus. So I got told off the news that I shouldn't come in. So you're not going to go in. So nobody's going to be trading or buying, or cars aren't going to be driven, or workplaces aren't going to be putting stuff out because everyone's feeding into it. Therefore, they're going to collapse the economy, aren't they, or whatever, because no one's going to be going to work. So how does the world work when nobody's going? But I don't see that with people. People are still carrying on in my area. And a lot of them know it's bull crap.
So don't buy into it. Don't buy into it. Don't buy into it.
No.
Don't buy
If you buy into it, you're feeding into it. You're feeding the system of your energy. Fear, fear, fear.
Stronger. And by being stronger, your immune system will become stronger and you'll be fine. That's my whole take. People die every day, guys. We all die every day. That's part of the journey.
People die every day. So why is everyone making a big thing? Oh my God, we've just heard people have died. Yes, I know it's not nice, but like I said, people die every day. They're just reporting on people dying of old age with not healthy immune system. So if they're gonna get a virus like the flu, that's what happens. You get pneumonia and stuff. I had it as a kid. But that's what we're saying. People die. So everyone's freaking out. Like I said, people die every day. No, it's not nice, but that is what happens. Remember, we don't die. We go on in a different form of energy. See, listen to that again.
Don't buy into it. I mean it. Don't buy into it. Be stronger. And by being stronger, your immune system will become stronger and you'll be fine. That's my whole take.
Yes, and the placebo effect is a good indication of the power of the mind. It is, and I've got the book by Joe Dispenza. I got the placebo effect from my mother because my mum's always like, yeah, but what if, and what if, and she's always worrying and stressing about everything in the future. And I'm like, Mum, just be in the now. It doesn't matter. Stop thinking about something that's not even happened yet. So I got her the book, The Placebo Effect by Joe Dispenza, brilliant. And the book I got for myself was Supernatural something or other. I think it's on the shelf somewhere. Supernatural Healing Yourself. See if I can find it. Is it on here? This one. Oh no, it's not that one. Where is it? Probably upstairs. Supernatural something or other. No, I thought I'd actually got the Supernatural. I have got it, but I don't think it's on my shelf. Is it on my shelf? No, I think it's in my bedroom. That was Natural Healing for Women, so it wasn't that one. But yeah, I have shown the book before, so.
People die every day, guys. We all die every day. That's part of the journey. But we don't really die because there's no such thing as death.
No.
We just move.
That's fair.
This world is a madhouse. You have to learn to live and be happy every day because we can get knocked over by a bus tomorrow. Anything can happen. So
thanks, Astral Thief. I think I've had a bit of Tibetan Book of the Dead. I've got so many books that I've got to read. I've just got loads.
What are you going to do? Enjoy every moment you live here. I would rather live in happiness than fear the rest of my life. So
did you hear what he said? Live in happiness. Why do you want to live the rest of your life in fear? Then you're not going to live your life. They don't want you living your life in happiness at all.
Enjoy your life. Ignore the craziness out there and work towards spreading love and kindness. And also,
don't get me wrong, there's two sides, because with all the Q and stuff and all the truth we're trying to get out, there is that, and that is the truth. That is what's coming out. That's what we're seeing. But the whole other thing, because like I said, we're in two worlds, remember? Physical and spiritual, both are part of it, is we know there's that truth that we're trying to put out to people who can't see it, but we're also trying to tell people not to feed in to the mainstream media, because that's why there's a lot of people out there who run certain things with a certain someone that's still going about with the letter T in the UK, where Tommy Robinson, just for example, where, you know, people know about that situation, but some people have gone out there and just gone ballistic with violence and everything. That's not the right way to do it. That's just an example, because they've got too caught up in their emotions and in fear of certain stuff. That's not the way to do it. Because that just feeds more people. Then people who are seeing that, who don't really know what's going on, feed into that, and then it's that whole system going on, which is what they want, because they want people fighting against the people instead of going up against the real people of them people who are really, you know, have got all the minions running around after him and all that, this, that and the other. Yeah, emotions are driving energy. That's what I said before. Emotions are energy in motion. That's why we do get triggered and stuff, but sometimes we have to take a step back and think, what is it that is getting on my nerve? What is this? What is it trying to do? Because don't forget, if they're on mainstream media trying to put you in a certain emotion energy to see how you'll react to it, and a lot of people are acting at the minute out of fear, especially with what's going on with all that rubbish that I'm just sick of hearing about. I know I'm talking about it now, but this is why I wanted to show you Mark, because Mark's channel is a really good channel too.
So important to tell people how powerful they are.
You
have the strength.
Are powerful. I've said this ages ago. You are more powerful than you know. We are the ones we've been waiting for. No, such and such a body isn't a saviour, or they're a saviour. No, they're just up-earthing all the up-earthing that people need to see, all the bullshit, basically. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are powerful beings. I'd say multidimensional. We have many facets to us of different powers that we've never been told about when we harnessed our energy, you know. A lot more than we've been told. Some people might think that's whack, but when you start learning about energy and how it comes in and how we harnessed it and how we admit it out in a frequency, that's why some people say when they come over, oh, it's a really good chat, we had a really good vibe. Yeah, because it's an energy I'm pumping out. If you sit there, that's why I don't like coming on sometimes. You know, if I'll go, oh, I'm coming on, and then I feel tired and I don't come on. If I'm feeling a bit low in energy because I'm tired, I'm not really going to want to come on, am I? Because I'm not pumping out an energy. I want to give you an energy. So I don't want to be. So if I was coming on going, oh, the virus, and no, I'd be pumping out all this fear-mongering stuff, which a lot of people do. Why would I want to do that? Feeding into the beast system. So no, I want to be like having a bit of a laugh with it. You know, I'm pumping out the energy because you're catching that frequency through the channel, believe it or not. And hopefully it's making you all think, you know, yeah, we don't have to be all doom and gloom all the time. All you've got to do is, when you start feeling a bit cacky, it happens to me as well. You just catch yourself in that moment and be aware of what is it that's making you feel that way. And then you can snap out of it, put your focus somewhere else and your awareness, and it'll take you somewhere else. Think of maybe a past memory, a good one, obviously. If you think of a bad one, it's going to put you back in a shitty energy, isn't it? Obviously.
To heal. You are the healer. You are amazing.
Bye, Miss Q.
I hope this message serves you well, and if you've got one thing from it and it's made you happier and more at peace, then good, because that's exactly where you need to be.
Yep.
There's no need for this fear. It will simply disappear like every other time.
Thank you. It will simply disappear like every other time, like the Ebola, like the sea. Well, they disappeared, didn't they? Same old shit, same thing under the sun. Do you know what I mean?
The same fear again, the same fear. I can give you 100 examples of why people are sitting at home shaking. And so many times, the end of the world is here. There's always something. Think about it. Join the dots. You'll figure it out.
Join the dots.
Have a great day, guys.
Put them breadcrumbs together and see the bigger picture, folks.
What should I do? Yeah, giveaway. Let's have a giveaway, shall we? A little giveaway.
Oh, sorry, I'm like, yeah, let's have a giveaway. Let's have a giveaway, people. So yeah, that's Mark's channel. Go and check his channel out. You might find a lot of things. If you're into,
I've got a few things that
if you're wanting to learn about energy, this is why I'm giving you people with good energy channels. I've given you him before, and Everyday Matt when I come across that I think's got a positive energy, whether you understand it or not, hopefully you'll find somebody you do, then it'll give you a vibe. So yeah, that's why. Don't worry. And I got my last toilet paper. Oh God, don't even start with the toilet roll. My market was full of toilet roll, so that's fine. You can always wipe your ass or blow your nose on a leaf, can't you? You know. Yeah. But that's why I've always said you will put it out again. Have to feel entitled to love in a stand. Yeah, I think that as well, Devin, because it's like they try and make out we're not entitled to love. I don't know if I'm gonna get upset now, but this is a good upset that just came in. Then was I have done a chat about this a while back, but I used to be in relationships, and then if I come out of a relationship, I'd be straight in another one because I felt like, oh, how do I put it? Like, that's what would make me feel loved. It was like, I don't know, looking back now, I just think, oh my God, what was I doing? And it was that thing of, I had to feel loved off someone else. I was forgetting to love myself. That's why I've been on my own for a bit now. I'm not bothered. The right person has to come along at the right time and they have to be the right person. But apart from that, see, people will tell you out there, oh, well, you're a bit weird. You're not with it, or you're not doing it. And it's like, what are you talking about? I see a lot of people in relationships that don't even like the relationships they're in. They're just there because they are out of habit. They're not even happy. I'd rather be happy on my own than with someone and miserable. But this is what I'm doing. That's what we're all doing. Learning not to fear and learning to love thyself. Because we all, like Devin's just said, feel entitled to love. We are love. We all deserve love. But, you know, you're not getting it off someone else, you get it off you. But if you do get with somebody where it is in balance, because everything's about balance, that's brilliant. If someone's controlling you, or you know, that narcissistic tendency, what relationship is that? It's all about balance. But the one thing you must do first before that is you must love thyself. And you don't have to be this or that to get it. You are it, and it's here with you all the time, that love. You can tap into it all the time, and that comes especially when you I'd say creating and loving what you do and being positive, and all that comes with you, and it gives you like a big cuddle, if anyone gets what I'm saying. I'm not even getting this out right, but I know what I mean inside myself, and I had to learn that the hard way. And that's why I say I would never give up the hard way of learning what I had to learn now, because most of it's out of trauma, because I wouldn't have learned it otherwise. I'd have just kept on doing the same old thing. And that's what I'm saying about, we've got to fall away from the same old pattern. Look at the patterns you're doing. I've had to come away from them old patterns and stop making relationships me feel like this, or men making me feel like this, and this, thinking it was this, and this, when it wasn't. So, no, love thyself first, and that will flow. You know, and be your true authentic self. You know, like, if I get a bit, you know, some days, or I might be a bit sweary today, well, that's me as well. So, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be some fake ass person because someone wants me to be a certain way. I remember someone saying once, oh, you should dress like this on it. I just dress the way I want to dress. I'm not falling into, no, you should do this and you should do that. No, I just do it the way I want to do it. And anyone who's trying to control your life and tell you what to do and putting conditions on when you're with them, love is this with a condition on it. Love doesn't have a condition on it. Love doesn't have a condition on it. Love shouldn't be, we get in a relationship, and I've learned this as well, and I've done it myself. We have expectations of people, but it should be in balance. If it's only one-sided, what is it at the end of the day? Love doesn't come with conditions. It starts becoming controlling. If you're controlled, it isn't fun. You're not free. You're just not free. I've been in that situation, and I know, and it's horrible, and it's so depleting of your energy. But But yeah, and like I'm saying, some people don't even know they're doing it because they've been brought up that way. If that's what they saw before, so it is very hard. You might be one of them people. You might have been a bit like that. We've all done sort of little bits of where we try to control another person in a relationship because we're trying to put conditions on people. I'll love you if, or this, and this, or people get in relationships because like, oh, I love that person. Do you love them, or is it lust, or are you only thinking you're loving them? You're putting the word love on it because they've got money, or they drive a smart car, or they're really good looking, like stupid crap like that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. People are in lust with things. There was that saying that I read out ages ago, and I still can't remember what it is. Can anyone remember that saying, that quote of we were made to love. We were made to love people, but we love things. Oh, what was it saying? We're made to love her, but now we love things and not people. Can't remember what it was, but I said it ages ago, and it was just, well, love is evolving. If we're not evolving out of situations, that's why it is good that bad things have happened, because all you do is you look back at the past, your past lives, of like, oh, when I was in that, we're like, what have I learned from that? Right, well, let's not do that again, because that pattern's like, you're evolving. Backward disconnection. Love is evolved backwards. We're evolving out of situations. If anyone understands what I'm saying. Agreed. In love, not for love. Yeah, the formula for romantic connection, attraction, not attachment. Exactly. Like Devin said it right there. Agreed. In love, not for love. You've got to be in love. You don't do it for the love, and you don't, because you don't do things when you're with someone because you do things because you want to. You want to because you're in love. You want to do that for that person, your child, whatever it is. You're not doing it because you're expecting something back. You're doing it because that's what you are and that's what you love to do. If anyone gets what I'm saying, but yeah, I know what I mean. And that's why I've always said, make sure you're filling your cup up, your bodily system, with people that you get on with, people that you resonate with, positive people. Even if you've got best friends who are a bit negative, just don't be around them too much at the minute. It's hard. That's why people lose a lot of friends in relationships, because you just buffering all the time. I've said this before. You will, if you're with someone who's constantly negative, like wow, 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 and you're like, ooh, I'm alright, you're like bang, bang. That's why you're not getting anywhere. It's like a positive and negative chat. It's like it's not, flowing both together in balance. It's not happening. And that's why I say watch things that keep you up in a positive vibe. Get out in nature, folks. The sun's been out. I'm not saying it's, it's still been a bit cold over here, but get out, get that sunlight on you. They put you in fear about sunlight. The sun gives you cancer. The sun does this. No, it doesn't if you're in balance with it. Sunbeds give you cancer, and synthetic stuff gives you cancer. You need sunlight. We're solar beings. You need light codes in your eyes. You need it on your skin, your little crystalline little skin. You need to soak some of that sun up, in the morning and in the evening. Even if it's 10 minutes with a brew, that's what I do. I sit on the back step with my little meditating cushions that I made in a circle, and so I don't get a wet bum. And even if it's for 10 minutes, and I'll just sit there and breathe it in. Sometimes I'll go like this. I know this sounds really mad. I don't know if anyone else does it. And I'll look under my eyelashes and I can see all crystal rainbow colours all dancing about like energy beings. It's great. Don't know if you've ever done that, but I do. Sounds weird, but that's what I do. And then I just sort of sit in the moment, and sometimes that's when I start getting my little drawings in of whatever, So, like I said, you've got to fill your vessel up with positive energy charges. The earth is like a battery. I know someone's saying you've got red earth, you've got blue sky, negative and positive charges. It's like you plug your wires. Energy, like I said, is neither good or bad. It's what you use the energy for with your energy emotion. and then what vibe and frequency you're admitting out. Like I said, like attracts like. If you're in fear, you're going to attract all that stuff to you. Bad things will happen because you're admitting that wave out. It's just going to attract all that back in. So you're going to attract negative people, negative things, all that sort of stuff. You're admitting a positive vibe out. I mean, I'm not being funny. People in chat, yeah, best form of vitamin D. Thank you, John. I've got new people in chat here. It's vitamin D, which is sunlight. It's sunlight. So you do need the sunlight for vitamin D. I mean, think about it. Oh, put skin lotion on, put this on, put that on. What, trying to keep the sun off you. Just don't bake yourself in it, obviously. Balance. But, yeah. The more you get into it, the more you start sort of understanding energy. I just understand it my way. We're little solar beings. We need the sun. You know, in the Bible, the Son of God. Not the S-O-N, the S-U-N. That sun up there. I know how they're trying to chemtrail the skies because they don't want the sun on you. You feel good when the sun's out. Everyone feels crap when there's no sun, especially in the UK. You know, down. You can't get the kids out in the sun because every time we have an holiday, it seems to be raining and dull. But I think we're going to have a great summer this summer. That's all I'm saying. You need to be recharged in the sun. So when they go on about only ancient Egyptians and the sun worshippers, they make out like all the pagan, all they were bad. No, they weren't bad. There was people who did bad things. They worship the sun. It's the flipping solar. You're collecting your energy from there. Everything collects its energy. Photosynthesis and all that, plants and everything. And then you eat a plant that's been in the sun. Blah, 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 blah. I close my eyes and look up with my third eye. Yeah, I do that. I always see electric blue. Sometimes I cover my eyes with my hands to see it darker. Yeah, I've done that. Sometimes it starts off red and it looks like the nervous system, like lines everywhere. Then I always get a blue, very electric blue, and then it'll come out with different colours sometimes. Sometimes I go like a kaleidoscope. I've been getting 2 dots lately with a line in it, and sometimes I'll see things then, or whatever. But yes, your pineal gland is very your mind's, your inner mind, your inner eye is your mind's eye, and that's why you get like the Egyptian eye. It's the pineal gland and so on and so forth. Yeah, the places with the largest depression are places that the sun doesn't shine. Yeah, you know. UK gets a bit depressed, doesn't it, because of the no sun. But I think in the time to come, we call the golden age. I just see it as when the sun will be shining a bit more. I think we're going to have a good summer this year. I really do. I really, really, really do. Let's get rid of all the bad weather. But we need weather. We need rain. And obviously, I see rain as cleansing. So I see it as a cleansing right now. I see the wind as, fires that are going on. Yes, it could be this. Yes, it could be that. But I also see it as cleansing. If a change is coming, things need to be changed. And a cleansing needs to be. I mean, there's cleansing going on in a lot of different layers, isn't there? Cleansing of the system, cleansing in nature. Nature, there's always things changing and dying and rebirthing. We're nearly going into spring. Go Stara. So, just saying, rebirth people. Is Earth turning into a star? Ooh, crystals are cleared in the sun. Yeah, crystals are cleared in the sun, just like our crystalline body. Yeah, and that's why I show the twinkles. Sometimes everyone thinks I'm mad, but I don't know if Devin's still in, if what you think about that, but that started coming in when I started noticing it more, and I think, well, we are all crystalline light beings of light, aren't we? Dr. Emoto, water crystals, and our body is made up of so much water, so why wouldn't we be twinkling with our water bodies, which is there now, where everyone will say it's sweat and glitter off your makeup, and it's like, no, I can go and wash my hands. I have shown it before. You can check that out on your body yourself. It ends up across here, and it seems to shine more when I'm in a positive mode, which makes sense, because, shine your light and all that. I don't know if Devin's still in, but I don't know what his perception is on that, but it does make sense with all the shine your light, twinkle twinkle little star, the stars, maybe our DNA. People say many different things of different things with all sorts of different stuff like that, the ascension, this, that, and the other, when it's consciousness, and maybe it's where you focus on, then you begin to see certain things in your body changes and all sorts of different things, because you're actually focusing on the things you should be focusing on. Our powerful little vessels, then they want you distracted somewhere else. So Yeah, I'm waffling on again. Don't even know what I'm talking about. Don't even know what time it is. Oh my God. There was me again. Yeah, I'm going to just do this for half an hour. It never happens. So I'm going to pull the cards out, the evil cards. The evil cards, to see what the evil cards are saying, to tap into my higher self. So let's see what the evil cards are saying. You're not really evil. You're lovely. And this is work you like. You know, when I get in the flow, I just get in the flow. So, but like I say, if it's giving you a good energy and to stop fearing about all the stuff that's going on at the minute, then what can I say? But please check out Mark's channel, which somewhere in the chat, if anyone wants to throw it in again. And Devin Elon Maggi, is it? And he's also got a Flat Earth Paradise as well. So it's a really great channel if you can get your head around some of it. I love the way he does his thing, you know. So people do it in different ways. It's just if you can resonate with it or not. Like I said, there's a lot of people out there who do a lot of like intellectual stuff. Like I don't learn like that. So, you know. I never use sun cream. I don't use it anymore. I don't burn myself, but I just don't. I have a bit of sun, but no, I don't use it now. Nope. 2 mins to make 2 hours. Well, it's normally about 2 hours, isn't it? What could I say? 2 hours of not watching the TV and the news, isn't it? So, you know, 10 o'clock news is on, folks. You better go and watch it, you know, go and feed into that. Not. I'll be like, where's my glasses? Be like, the 10 o'clock news. Doon, doon, doon. I don't even know what the music is anymore. Dun, dun, dun. There is no toilet roll left in the world. What are you going to wipe your ass on? Yes. I don't know. There is no hand sanitizer. Oh my God. You're all going to die. Yeah, okay. Quick, people. Run out. Well, we'll all have to go down to the country and get some dock leaves, and you'll all have to wipe your ass and your nose on that at the end of the day, won't you? You know, a good old dock leaf. I don't know what that is in America. It's like a plant, like a big leaf. Well, you just have to get some leaves in, get back to nature, and wipe your bum on that, or your nose, or whatever one. I don't know why. What's everyone doing with tissue paper? Like I said, my dad said they'd run out of ice cream. I said, what is it? Tonsillitis? Is that going about now? Ice cream? There was no ice cream. Like, what? Common sense is key. Yeah, it's just like, keep yourself well. Wash your hands. Hot soapy water. And just like, stay away from people that might be full of a cold if you've got a bad immune system. Wipe your bum on newspaper. That's what my dad said. You have to rub it up to make the newspaper soft. No, don't start laughing. We've all done it at some point in our life when you ran out of toilet roll. You know, don't all be acting smart. You know, somewhere in your life you ran out of toilet paper. You can all laugh your heads off now. Sometime in your life, don't lie to me, you ran out of toilet paper. What did you use? Oh, I've got some newspaper, and you had to rook it up and make it nice and soft. Let's all laugh at that, because you know it happens somewhere in your life. Oh, one's just turned itself over, so I'm going to go for free in this deck. Let's see. Yeah, people are becoming animalistic. Yeah, like the film, you know, End of the World, The Purge, yeah, all that sort of stuff. Fingers and water, exactly. Plastic bottles, water and hand, yeah. I've got a what is it? A glass water bottle with distilled water in it. Yeah, but you know it's true, don't you? You know at some point in your life, and if it hasn't happened to you, it will. If you're younger and it's never happened to you, you will one day run out of toilet paper, and you'll be like, oh, what can I use? We've all done it. We've all done it. Yeah. You know you've done it. Don't lie. What did you use though? That's the question. Please don't answer. I don't want to know. Oh my God. I know I don't buy newspapers either, so that one's not going to work. Not anymore. Actually, I would wipe my ass on a newspaper. But boom, boom. That's what you need. And yeah. Actually, you need to buy newspapers to wipe your ass on because they do talk out of their ass. So that's all. That's all a newspaper is good for. So if you get a newspaper for your door, just use it as toilet paper. Sorry, I'm in one of them moods today. I'm a bit vibing high. All this talk about all that just makes me like want to laugh. Imagine me on the news. The news is today. Wipe your ass on the newspaper. Yeah. Then for your fish and chip paper wrapper. These cards are not. Maybe there's right. Another one doesn't want to come out. This one. Fine. Oh, it does. Oh, see what we've got in a minute. I'll show you what we've got in a minute. Interesting. Right. Let's see if I can get 3 out of this. Yeah, buy them, never read them. Stock them up, you might need them. Get prepping. Toilet paper. Paper mache. Make them into something else. Cutting all them trees down for fake news, eh? Yeah. Come on, cards. Oh, flipped. Oh, it's like us lot. I'll show you what these are now. Right, I'll just see if I can get one out of the universe as you back, and then I'll show you what we just got in order of the way they came out. So, and then I'm going to go and chill and eat the popcorn and watch the theatre going on. I'm not really, I'm going to go and look for a film. Oh. There's a new film coming out with little blue beans in it called Onward, The Quest. They're on a quest with a big Q on the t-shirt looking for bringing the father back. The quest that they're on, the quest we're all on. The hero's journey. Da 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 da. That's why I love Yoda. We are not this crude matter. We are luminous beings of light, or whatever he said. I can never remember what he said. And that Yoda mask is about somewhere. Yeah, has one just flipped over? No. Oh, there it goes on the floor. Oh, there you go. As we were saying before, you are the creator of your reality. Therefore, I am the dreamer of my dream. I think you do more in your dream state, That's another reason I think that be very careful what you do in the day. If you're in a negative, I think you're going to be not building positive things in your dream world, which brings it in the next day, I think, in this world. So pick yourself up with positivity, especially before you go to bed. I am the dreamer of my dream. And I've just got that thing in Technicolor Dreamcoat. Wonder why he wore a Technicolor Dreamcoat of Joseph and his Technicolor Dream, whatever it was, with the rainbow colours, all the, what's it called, all the specs, the spec, what are they called, the thingies of light. What's that word? Someone said it today. Right, anyway, I don't know, I'm just talking to myself. Right, the cards are, the first one that came out is Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Yeah, lead yourself. Don't let anyone else lead you. Lead yourself. Step up. Get rid of the cack. Priestess. Yeah, she's got that pyramid behind her. Ooh, everyone will be saying that pyramid. Yeah, manifest. Stick that energy out to the focus point of what where you focus on, you're going to bring in. I like that one. How are you being called to step up and lead yourself? Next one. Did say this at the beginning of the channel. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? That's what we're saying. We're all fractured into different, what we're getting rid of. Smash that victim state. Look in the mirror. What is it we need to align ourselves with? Shatter the illusion. And the last one. Sorry, I keep getting popcorn out of my mouth. The Great Gathering. I've got a Great Gathering here. The Great Gathering, and then it says underneath, it's all coming together. You ready for this one? Boom. You ready? I love it. These are new cards, by the way. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hit Soul Tribe. Soul Tribe in the house. That's why we're all resonating with each other. They can't stop what's coming, you know. They cannot stop what's coming. Soul Tribe. So I'm going to go now. I can't even remember what I was waffling about as usual, but there you go. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope to see Devin on one of your lives, because sometimes I have come in and sort of said hiya when I managed to get over and realise you're on. I'm normally everywhere looking at everything and resonating with what I need to resonate with and not resonating with what I don't need to resonate with. So the tribal response is togetherness. It definitely is. Where we go one, we go all. United we stand, divided we fall. So yeah, I like that one. That's great. I'm going to leave that one out. I'll leave my cards out on the side. Great job, and thanks for the positivity. Well, that's what I like to come and do, is bring a bit of positivity when they're all trying to pump out negativity. So we'll just blast it back and we'll pump out the positivity. Have a bit of a laugh with the mainstream, lamestream, Khazarian mafia media. And we'll just chuck a bit of positivity out there, like a Donimo effect. So I'm going to go, because I'll be here all night. I could be here all night, but I'm not. So get smudging, folks. It stinks, but it's good stuff. And yeah, and I've got my glasses on. You know I start taking the mic when I've got the glasses on. So run out and buy as much toilet paper as you can. You know, to blow your nose on. How much toilet paper can you get in? Yes. And I was about to say something. I mean, they should be doing this on mainstream media, shouldn't they? Because they're a load of clowns. Every time they read, they could just be like, yeah. It's so funny. Anyway, like I said, keep positive. When you feel a negative energy come in, sit with it, feel it, be aware and think, what is that? Where's that coming from? And then just go, just flick it away and think, right, I'm changing my awareness and I'm going to go and focus my attention, awareness, on this. You know? Get in the bath, read a book, I don't know, go and draw. Take your attention away from something. If you're out and about and someone's doing your head in, or you're at a mate's, just make an excuse and go. If it's dragging your energy down, what's the point? You know, what's the point? I've said many times before, just before I go, be on for another hour now. Oh, you're being boring you and you're not coming out. It's like sometimes, have you ever done that where you go out with friends? And I'm just saying this as an example, it's happened in the past, I don't mean recently. And you go out and you're like, why have you even bothered? Like, I feel drained, like I could have been at home doing something or somewhere else, or just had my attention on somewhere else. And like, what's the point? You know what I mean? But sometimes you do it out of like, oh, I've got to feel like I've got to do it because they will think I'm boring. Or they will think, like, it doesn't matter what other people think. You do you. To keep your vibes high, you've got to do what you enjoy. If you don't, you're giving your power away to other people and they will take it off you all day, every day. You know? And this is why I say be careful with narcissists, because they will take your energy, especially if you're in a relationship, to feed them, to make them feel better than you, because they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, and as Haram says there, grow some dock leaves. Yeah. I've got some, what have I got in my back garden? I've got some dandelion leaves, they might do. And start trying to watch videos. We've got to be aware of what's going on in the 3D. We have to be aware, but you don't need to get rolled up in it. You know what's going on if you know what's going on. But also start trying to feed yourself with good channels that you're resonating with about energy. Start learning about where your energy's flowing, what you focus on, because that's what it's all about. That's what Tesla knew, so on and so forth. So, you know, that's why, just to say out there, and for the people who don't like him, oh well, he's like Trump. He's trolling the mainstream media because he knows what they are, but he's having a laugh doing it because he's just like, you're not even going to bring me down in that badass energy. You can say what you want about me, just like Mark said in that video. What people are saying, don't feed into it. He's like laughing his head off. Tesla missed out the number 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 4's a big number. But like I said, energy, vibration and frequency. So be careful what you're taking into your body and your cells, because like I said at the beginning, the negative energy will go in your body and it will come out in your cells. And it will emanate that negative vibe in your body. And it will come out as a disease or an ache or a pain. As again, sorry, this is why I hate popcorn. As again, if you want to see it visually, because you just think, what's she talking about? If you want to see it physically in front of your face about intentions, you really want to see it and you want to prove it to yourself, do the Dr. Emoto rice experiment. I've done it twice on here. I'm not doing it again. I don't need to prove it to myself anyway. But if you want to see it for yourself, I'll just quickly say, cook some rice off. Put the rice, the same amount of rice, in a container that you can see in, like, say, a jam jar. The same amount in each jam jar. Put the lid on tight. Every day, say to one of them out loud or in your head, or get your kid to do it, I love you to one. Write love on it so you know which one it is. And then fear and hate or whatever. The hate, put hate on it. Say anything you want to the hate one. It's really good. You get angry, you can say hate on there. You can call it Hillary Clinton. You can say what you want to it. The one with love, you only do it for like 60 seconds every day, but you don't just go, oh, you really admit that energy on that rice. I love you, you're beautiful. You say all the lovely words. Do that. I bet you any money. One will go darker. The other one should stay light, but you will see a change in one of them. You don't open it or nothing. You will see the change because you are putting an intention. You are focusing your energy to that rice. We call it Dr. Emoto because it was Dr. Emoto's crystal experiment with water, but you can do it on rice. And it will show you. If you physically need to see how energy works, that will show you. And you do it every day and keep doing it. Don't think about it, just do it and you'll start seeing a change. You will start seeing the hate going mouldier quicker than the other one. If the other one goes mouldy at all, because mine didn't. Mine stayed white. I mean, it might have had a little bit in it, but the hate one, you watch what happens. Everything has a positive. Yes. It's all your intentions. So, but some people really need to see it. And that's why I say, don't listen to me or anyone else. Go and do the experiments. Go and do the work yourself. Yeah, cooked rice. I think it was cooked rice. It was cooked rice. And then you just, every day, like, it's not hard, 60 seconds. The love one, you just put everything loving on it. But you really feel that loving vibration and you put it on that one. And then the hate one's great because you can call it all the names under the sun. Evil, everything. I hate you, I don't like you. If you want to get sort of chuck it at that, and you'll see. So that proves the point that if you put loving thoughts on your water, which I've done today, that, as I said the other day, that'll go in your bodily waters and it can help you heal and with your energy that way. So just saying, so all right, people saying, oh, it's mumbo jumbo. It's this, these are the people that don't even want to look at it. Why do you not want to look at stuff? Why do you not want to question? Like, it's all right saying somebody's this, that, and the other. It's all full of rubbish. But these people don't do it themselves. So it's a bit like, well, if you're not researching into it and you're not trying to do certain experiments, like the E2 experiment, I think it's called. I've got a book on there that shows you that. How can you really say it's not real if you're not actually doing it? You can do it with plants. You can do it with plants. You'll see a difference. That's why people say they play music to plants. They talk to plants. It's all that loving. It's energy. Everything's energy. This is why I say we've got to learn about energy. Kids need to know about it. We all need to go back to a different way. We all need to start learning a new way because the system that's learned us at schools is not the right system. Fact. So, see you all soon. Where we go one, we go all. And I will see you, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at some point. I don't know if it'll be in the day. because I know little Legs has got his own party tomorrow that he's doing with his other side of the family. So I might have a bit of free time to maybe come and talk about the Solitary Witch book with different bits out of that about that's got a lot about energy in it, because you know different beliefs and that have all the same thing in it of energy. It's just it's not called under different labels and people get freaked out, but I want to come and read bits of it to you to show you that this is nothing freaky. You just fear what you don't understand. So yes, and if you would like to make a donation to my PayPal for a coffee chat, you can do. It's in chat. If you want to, you can, and if you don't, you don't have to. So I will yeah, what's that? Dolly, I did a YouTube stream and with another channel a month ago or so, spoke about Dr. Emoto water experiment. Dr. Rye frequency and the rice test, spoke about everything, his energy. Yeah, oh, I'll have to check that out at some point. I've got the Dr. Emoto book, so I'll be able to go through that as well. I had an old one, I lost it, and I got a different one, so I'll be able to do all that. But try experiment so you can see, you know, people we're not talking bullcrap, we're trying to help people. So in the way that we are understanding it, I'm still learning as well, but I just share what comes into my head, what I think and what I'm experiencing, and hopefully other people are experiencing it too. And that's when you know something's real, because you're resonating and you're experiencing it. And it doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't matter if mainstream media say it's fake. They would say that because they don't want you connecting. So see you all soon. Have a lovely weekend, the rest of the day, night, evening, or whatever it is. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Not promising anything, but it should be tomorrow. And we'll have a little read of the energy cones. Think about it, witches wore little coney hats, can't think why. And if you're just intrigued, you can come and listen to that. So yay, so smell you all later, get your dock leaves in and stop living in fear. Bye. And I can't get off as per usual. Oh my god. See you later.